Hi guys, it's the Artsy Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees, and yes, maybe a little bit of food. And let's do this. Okay, guys, you know how this works. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin. Come on, join me. Join me. Mmm. Yes, lovely. And of course, going on my Crash Bandicoot coaster there. And yes, guys, if you're new here today and you're into gaming retrospectives, complete unboxing experiences, art and graphic design, and of course a whole load of nostalgia, then yes, you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like the video if you haven't already. And yes, guys, if you can handle the Artsy Gamers mess and madness and want to get notified when the next video goes live, then of course just pop on your notification bell, held up by Tails there. Well, can I just say a little bit of an apology with regards to yesterday's video. I had done a lovely complete unboxing experience of Simpsons Road Rage for the PlayStation 2. Did it the whole Archie gamer shebang, like looking at the front, the back, the manual, the disc, and a little bit of the gameplay. And yeah, when I went to edit the video,
Hopefully that edit came through there.
yeah, my microphone stopped working. It had no audio whatsoever. I was really, really annoyed and I didn't have time to then redo the video. So actually, I've had to go and put this one on for today. Yesterday, actually, I just thought, you know what, let's put a few montage pictures together of our gaming communities, kind of like pictures of all their games. I thought that would have been a really cool thing to do. So I know, you know, it wasn't kind of like the full artsy gamer shebang, but I thought, yeah, it would have been really nice to do that, especially when I have actually been asking for members to send in their pictures, because yes, I am looking to do a dedicated video of all of our community's gaming collection. So maybe just to, I don't know, I think whet your appetite for a future video on that. I thought that would have been a really good thing to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video yesterday. It was just, yeah, a lovely montage of our gaming community's games. Does that make sense? Anyway, we digress and we move on. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to now redo my Simpsons Road Raid video. Yes, we are going to do a complete unbox of that today. So yeah, buckle up and enjoy the ride. So let's just take a sip of coffee before we begin and before I stumble on my words again. You know me, guys. You know me. Come on. Lovely. Okay, yes. Right then. Well, Simpsons Road Rage, here we go. So a quick one before we begin. This purchase, came from DAGaming. Now, I've mentioned DA a few times on the channel. A really, really great fan, and also he's a TikTok creator. He often goes live on the evenings playing, retro games like this, and I believe he has actually played a bit of Simpsons Road Rage over on his TikTok. And guys, he has now got his own Vinted store. Yeah, really, really awesome. He's got a lot of games on there, just games that he's happy to sell and then probably could rebuy himself in the future if he does want to dabble with those games again. But yeah, a really, really lovely store. And of course, yes, I made a purchase. He did kind of give me a little bit of an inkling that, yeah, this was on the store and he knew I was after it. And then, yeah, absolutely. As soon as I heard, I went straight on there, made the purchase. And can I just say his professionalism throughout was really spot on. Yeah, he let me know when he was going to post it. He kept me really, really up to date and informed. Once it was posted, yeah, absolutely. He did say, yeah, it's on its way. Brilliant. And then, yeah, within 2 days it had arrived. And I tell you what, it was in great, great condition, packaged spectacularly. It wasn't just in some sort of paper envelope. It was a proper, well-wrapped package to protect this thing because, yes, there is a fragile disc in here and, of course, a lovely manual. So, yeah, I was very, very happy with the all process. And, of course, guys, yes, if you are looking to buy some retro games, and I would suggest checking out DA's Vinted page. Of course, all of his details will be in the description down below. So, yeah, well, I thought because of that and it was so successful, let's do a completing box experience of Road Rage today. Yeah, so here we go. Of course, guys, yes, we're going to be looking at the front, we're going to be looking at the back, of course, the disc, the manual, and some gameplay. And oh yes, a bit of a nostalgic story with this one as well that I'd love to share with you. Right then, okay, yeah, here we go then. So what is this box art telling me as a gamer, as an artist, before I jump in? Now, guys, here we go. Yes, I have played this game when I was younger. Don't really remember too much about it, but it was one of those games where it was just fun, really funny as well, interactive, and something that I would just maybe pop on, maybe for 20 minutes or so, and then drop out of again. And I can tell you what, I have actually had
a little inkling dabble, whatever you want to call
it, over on TikTok. It was actually yesterday I put it in and played.
Come on, get out. Right, okay, come on, next, come on. Okay, we've got a safe trip, we've got a safe trip. Come on, Millhouse. Why do they always roll away? Sorry, guys, I'm not looking at the chat now, guys, because I want to, you know what I mean? Hurry up. Come on then, let's go. Hit and run. I could still say hit and run on this, can't I, really? You know what I mean? Okay. We're good. Right, come on. Ooh!
And yeah, it really did give me that vibe. It is one of those games where I would just say you jump in maybe for a few minutes and jump out of again. But you know what, guys? I am looking for those styles of games. I am very much on the fly. I am here, there, and everywhere. So it is actually quite nice, I would say, to have one of those games to hop in and hop out of. And I think this really does do that. Of course, yes, I'll explain the gameplay when we get to the disc. But I just thought I'll put that out there that yes, I have experienced this. So some of my interpretations from the box art may be a little bit skewed because I have already had a lot of gameplay with this just recently, and also, yeah, when I was a child. So, okay, here we go then. So let's just take a look at the box art here. Now, I just love Homer there, absolutely
giving it large
at the wheel, ready to create chaos. And that is what I love about this box art. And I tell you what, it really does give kind of a similar chaotic vibe to Hit and Run. And I have got Hit and Run to the side with me as well. So yeah, here we go. Here is Hit and Run. And just look at that. Chaos. And I would say chaos, yeah. So that's really, really cool. Now, when I was younger, I had Hit and Run first, and then I picked up Road Rage. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure which one came out first, but that was the order that I played in. So, of course, coming off the back of this, I was like, yes, okay, I really want to find that next Simpsons Hit and Run. And I would say, yeah, this really did deliver in that regard. Now, those that have played Hit and Run, yes, there's a lot more to Hit and Run than this game. But I would say that a lot of kind of like the driving elements and the timed races and stuff like that is seen here and is heavily featured in this game. And you can see that in the box art, can't you? Okay, so we've got like Homer in that car just off on an angle there. We've got Krusty holding on for his goddamn life. Bart just absolutely having a whale of a time, holding on to that chair there with his legs flying away. You can tell that Homer is going at absolute speed there. And of course, yes, we have got another car there with smoke around it as well. I don't know if you can pop that out there. But yeah, it looks like we've got crashing into vehicles left, right, and center. So that's really cool. You know there's going to be NPC cars coming at you, very similar to Hit and Run, actually, to probably prevent you from getting to your next milestone or getting your next passenger off to their next location. So that's really cool. You know there's going to be a sense of, yeah, I would say urgency to get to your destination, which is really cool. What I did actually mention yesterday, before my
audio didn't pick up,
was that, yeah, from a distance, this actually also gives a little bit of, I would say, like an Aztec vibe. It's just the way the buildings are located around Homer and the car. It kind of just gives, I don't know, like a draw point, doesn't it? And it's got like quite a few angles with the car and with the buildings and stuff like that. It almost kind of, yeah, draws the eye right in with these lovely, yeah, crooked angles, and then whoa, straight into the logo. And I think it draws the eye perfectly into the logo, actually. So yeah, that's really cool. And oh my gosh, I've just realized there's a car actually just jumping out over there and a wheel there. So yeah, that chaotic vibe really is seen in this box art here, isn't it? But yeah, let's just go over to the logo then, because like I said, that kind of like Aztec-y angle vibe is really drawing the eye to that logo. And yeah, here it is. So how lovely is that? And I mentioned it in my video yesterday, the one that, again, yeah, sadly didn't go ahead. But I actually really love this logo here. And I say maybe a little bit controversial, but I think I prefer it than, yeah, hit and runs. I don't know, wouldn't it have been cool if this Road Rage logo actually was, yeah, on hit and run? I think there's a great space for it. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. But yeah, I don't know about the hit and run logo. I've never really been a massive fan of it. But this, I think it really kind of like, yeah, shapes the whole box art together. And the logo is really part of that box art, where I would say in hit and run, it is, I would say, almost like a secondary feature. I don't know if you would agree with that, but I think I do prefer Road Rage logo than the hit and run. Again, it's kind of got that big comic writing as well, which is what I love. And yeah, like I said, it just kind of brings the whole kind of package together, not just some sort of side feature. So that is really, really lovely. And yeah, I would say what an absolutely brilliant box art. I really do like this. Is it better than hit and runs? It's not better than hit and run. I think this one is absolutely iconic, and there is so much more going on with this one. But I would say it is up there with probably one of the better box arts I have seen as I've been recently building up my PlayStation 2 collection, because there's a lot going on, really, really bright, really, really colourful. It really does symbolise the game well, because yes, there are elements of chaos. There are elements of that tenseness.
I don't know.
Trying to get to your next location. Yeah, with all the lovely NPCs waiting to be collected. You know, that's on the sidelines as well in that box art there. So yeah, you know you're going to be picking up pedestrians to, yeah, to take them here, to take them there, to take them there, to take them down there. Absolute, yeah, fun, and carnage. And yeah, I do believe this box art screams that. Would you say? Would you say those two words sum up this well? Yeah. I don't know, chaos and carnage? Yeah, I would say so. Of course, guys, yes, just the other basics now. We've got the PlayStation 2 logo slap bang right at the top there. Yes, we love that iconic logo. And of course, a few subtle advertisements down below. This is an age 3 rating, so yeah, it's got to be fun. It's got to be quirky. It's got to be bright and colourful. And I do think that is represented really well with this box art there, yeah. Right then, guys, well, we will take a sip of coffee before we flip it onto the back. You know me. And again, very excited about this back of the box as well. Yeah, very great. And yeah, lots going on. So come on, guys. Okay, lovely. And
I don't know, there's a lot of banging going on. I don't know if the microphone's picking it. There's a lot of banging going on outside. I do apologise.
Do they not know the artsy gamer is at work?
Anyway, right then, so yeah, here we go. So we are greeted now with a lovely back of the box here. Really, really great. Lots of screenshots, actually. Yes, there are a few subtle ones down below, but there's some nice, really big, juicy ones at the top there, and they are resting on a lovely backdrop. It isn't just a black background with nothing going on. They really have thought about this wonderfully. So yeah, let's take a look. Well, actually, before we begin, let's just take a little look at that background feature there. So we have got, yeah, Marge with the, oh, is that the policeman's son there? Forgive me, I'm not too clued up on the names. But yeah, I love this. So this again also gives a sense of that chaotic carnage that I mentioned. Just Marge there jumping over in her car over these lovely screenshots here. Again, it's like, oh my God, okay, right, okay, what is Marge doing here? What is she jumping over? And then boom, yeah, all right, okay, here are the lovely screenshots, and these are inbuilt screenshots from the game itself. So yeah, let's have a look at here. So okay, so yeah, you know there's going to be crashing and banging and smashing of cars, which is really lovely. What a lovely piece here. I really like that. Straight outside the Krusty Burger. So again, you know, you've got those iconic locations in this game, which is really lovely. Okay, oh yes, I did mention this yesterday. 2-player. Again, I don't know how well that is picked up on the camera there, but yes, it is 2-player, and I would say this game is best played 2-player actually, because like I mentioned, it is one of those games, it is a bit of a jump in, jump out of game, you know. So if you've got your mates around, maybe you ordered a pizza, got the bottle of Coke on the go, let's get Road Rage on and just have a little bit of a dabble and a chat, just having a fantastic time going couch co-op. I do think this game is built for that, I would say. I mean, you might actually then want to play it for a bit longer because, yes, you want to be trying to, beat your opponent to get as much money as you can or get up the leaderboard. Whereas if you are kind of playing it that single player, there isn't really kind of that motivation to kind of keep going for a long period of time. But again, that's just my opinion. But yeah, love how it's 2-player there, really cool, and featured really nicely actually on the back there. Again, we've just got just other locations, you know, highways, slip roads that you're just going to be driving through as fast as you can to pick up your next pedestrian. Lovely. Looks like when you do go and try and pick up your pedestrian, they are just on the floor. You've just crashed into them, and they're really funny moments of them just like darting off there because you've crashed into them. So some really lovely, funny animations that are seen in this game as well, which is really great. And again, just a collection of cars that you can use. You're not just tied down to one single car. Every character has their own car, and they all handle a little bit differently, which is great, and I love that. And again, you can maybe start to work on one character and one car. You might get used to that certain car and character and progress them really well, which is cool. I was getting on well with Lisa and actually Grandpa for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm slow, but yeah, there we go. So a lot of cars and characters, and I think that is really well displayed on the back of this box here as well. So well done to the game developer here. I'm not entirely EA looks like they did some stuff with this, so it could have been EA that produced this here. And what a lovely box this is. Right then, guys, oh yes, we will give it the artsy game a pop, and we'll have a look at the disc, the manual, and the gameplay, etc. But yes, let's just take a sip of black coffee before we move on, guys. Come on. Okay, lovely. Right then, so let's just give it the artsy game up. And there we go. So we are greeted with the Simpsons Road Rage disc. Now, you know what I'm going to say. OG subscribers know that I am not too pleased with this disc here. There isn't too much going on with it, so let's bring it out and we'll bring it closer to the camera. So oh dear me, gosh, coming off the front of this box art here, all the colours, all the vibrantness, is vibrantness even a word? All the fun, quirky elements, that chaos and carnage that I keep referencing now, is not seen in this disc here, and that is such a shame, because yes, I think I have mentioned it a few times on the channel before. You've got that lovely front cover there. You've had a look at the back of the box. Wow, that has really whet your appetite. What is next in this lovely physical package? You want to see the next kind of bit of game on your disc. Lots of games do that, but unfortunately some don't. And this is definitely one of them. Gosh, wouldn't it have been cool if, I don't know, maybe, there was a big kind of like Krusty Burger, and with all the pedestrians just waiting outside the Krusty Burger, I don't know, to be picked up to, I don't know, move on to their next location. That would have been really cool. I'm just saying Krusty Burger because I really do like that whole kind of like Krusty Burger look and the whole big sign there. That's just cool. But it could have been any one of the buildings with a load of pedestrians just lining up, waiting to be taken. That would have been really cool. Or just a simple kind of like copy and paste, maybe just with Homer at the wheel, giving it large, like I like to say. But what a missed opportunity. Nothing like this at all. It is just, well, it might as well have just been black and white. I don't know why they just put like a blue pastel colour over it, but nevertheless, I mean, that is something. But they could have at least put this in a nice colour as well. They could have easily just popped the Road Rage colours on to make the logo stand out a little bit better on the disc. What a shame. Really, really disappointing, considering when Simpsons Hit and Run was made. Wow. I would say is one of the best disc art out there. It really, really is. They have taken the circle of the disc and made it into an art feature. Look at that. They have got the ring of fire around the disc there. Bart and Lisa jumping through it. I think that is really, really awesome. It's a little bit different and it isn't a straight copy and paste either, within reason. They've really, really, yeah, I would say, thought about that to give that game a lovely little, extra to add to their experience. And they didn't do this here, unfortunately, and what a shame. But nevertheless, we have a disc, so we need to give it the artsy gamer flip. And yes, here we go. Yeah! And all you down the camera there, if you are liking what you're seeing here today and you are just enjoying the artsy gamer mess and madness, mess up the words
in a chaotic and carnage fashion,
then yes, definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. Honestly, guys, supporting the channel like that really does help out a ton. Anyway, let's just flip this back over then, guys, and we will talk a little bit about the gameplay. Now, yes, absolutely. I mean, there isn't too much to spoil, really, with this one. You are basically just a taxi service, very similar to Crazy Taxi, another kind of game that has this style. Haven't played Crazy Taxi before, but a lot of people say it is pretty much Crazy Taxi, but just with Simpsons characters. So, yes, here you go. You've set kind of up with a few characters to start with, and you can see some unlockable characters that you can get and progress with throughout the game. And basically, yes, this is the idea. You've got a set time limit. Well, this was the one of the versions anyway. And then boom, off you go. You have to try and get as many Simpsons NPCs from one location to another within the time limit. And you have got to do as many as you can. Now, there's also different elements to this. Once you've got somebody to their location, if it was fast, if it was in a good time, then yes, you get a lot more money. If it was just an average pace, then yeah, unfortunately, it's just like an average price of money. And there may be deductions as well. I'm not too sure about that. But there are also bonuses as well. So you've just picked up your first pedestrian, then boom, off you go. And a massive sign might say, right, don't crash into any vehicles, and that will give you a financial bonus. And so if you do that successfully, you might get there in a fast time, and then whoa, gosh, you've got a big sum of money there. So that's really cool. Or it might actually say, just create a load of carnage, crash into as much objects as you can in the quickest time. And then, yes, that will give you a financial bonus. So that's also really cool, and how they have added that in there to then, well, once the timer is up, you can then rank on the leaderboard, which is really cool. Now, I was kind of positioning, gosh, like 5th and 6th. So I've got a lot of work to do if I am looking to maybe do this game to completion. I don't know if I am going to be doing this game to completion, guys. Like I said, it is very much one of those games where I'll drop into and drop out of, maybe just do a 1 or 2 live TikToks here and there, maybe once every other month, very similar to what I'm doing with Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. I love that game. It is really, really fun, and this game is really, really fun. Don't get me wrong, having a great time with it. But yeah, just, I don't know, one of those kind of fun, quirky, almost cozy games that I would just pop on at a win. So yeah, but yeah, the action in this game is really fun. The speeds of the cars is really great, and I'll tell you what, very, very tight gaming experience actually. Those handbrake turns are sharp. They really, really are. And yeah, you're just gonna have a really, really fun, chaotic time with this game. Yeah, moving over here, darting over there, getting this person, crashing into that person, creating as much mayhem as you can on the roads to get extra bonuses, or just going as fast as you can, but as carefully as possible to avoid traffic. So yeah, lots of different elements to this game, and it does force you to drive that car in different ways. So yeah, a really good, I would say, arcade kind of game, which is, yeah, if that's what you're after, then this is definitely the game for you. All right then, guys, well, we will just pop this back in the case here, and of course we will take a look at the manual now. And let's just take another sip of coffee, guys. I'm a bit parched today. So let's just take a sip of coffee. Lovely. Okay then, yes, so the manual. All right then, so I have had a flick through, obviously, because I did a video on this yesterday.
on audio? In audio.
But anyway, so I'm very disappointed, but also liking this manual at the same time, and you'll see why. So unfortunately, it is in black and white, which is such a shame because there is a lot going for this manual. There is a lot going for this manual. So just behind the text, guys, just behind all the text, there are some really lovely art pieces in this. I don't know if you can fully see it on the camera, but I think it is getting picked up, relatively well there. But just behind the text, there are some really cool, quirky features of the game presented in a lovely art style. And it is such a shame that it isn't in some sort of pastel-y colour. So yes, the text can still shine through, but you can still get, an idea of what that lovely art piece is. And I don't think any of these art pieces are displayed anywhere else in the game. So this is really much where you can just see them in the manual, unfortunately, behind a load of text. So what a shame. But also, just every now and then, you get a lovely, full figure character model, which is great. But again, just in a white form. What a disappointment, because that would have been so amazing if it was in a lovely colour, using these bright colours seen from the manual and the front cover, I think would have worked wonders in this manual, especially when Simpsons Hit and Run, had a lovely full colour manual. And again, it really kind of, I don't know. Again, I'm not too sure which one was released first. So maybe, again, like I said, I'm just speaking now just from my head. Maybe they saw this and thought, oh gosh, what a shame. Why wasn't it in colour? And then boom, they made this manual in a lovely, lovely colour. And again, I would say one of the better manuals out there for sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm not entirely sure which game came out first, but again, guys, I'm sure you can let me know in the comments down below. Or they just digressed and thought, actually, that was a lot of money spent on that one. So, we're just going to maybe just print this in black and white, potentially. I don't know, to save costs. It could have been that. But yeah, what a shame, because there are some really lovely art pieces, and that's a blow up there of the main one on the box art on the front cover there. So again, that's a real shame. But there are some, I would say, more exclusive ones that are seen in this manual. Again, just behind Bart there, we've got Homer just thinking of a donut, which is really, really lovely and typical of Homer, isn't it? And then we've got, Bart there, really nicely displayed, and a shame, not in colour. And I'm going to be saying that a lot through this manual, so I do apologise, guys, if I keep repeating myself, but I'm very, very annoyed by it. We have kind of seen that one there, but there's Smithers. There's Burns. That's Mr. Burns, sorry. No, sorry, that's Burns. He always goes Smithers, doesn't he? But yeah, there we go. That's really cool. Now, what I did say yesterday, actually, when I did my video where the audio wasn't audioing, what I did like, actually, this is a bit of an exclusive as well, with Homer there, and then actually Bart just kind of, flying on top of the car. And, oh, look at that there. Yeah, there's Homer. But what I was just about to say was, although, these are in like just a white form with just the black outline there, if you are looking to actually maybe draw and design some of this yourself, then I would actually say this is quite a good starting point, a good reference point, actually, because there isn't any like colours to distract you. It is just the black line used to create the character. So I do always say sometimes, actually, if you are drawing some sort of, comic character for the first time, actually removing the colour can really help, because sometimes in different colours or like shaded effects, you can kind of lose it. Your eyes are drawn here and there a little bit, which can obscure your line work. So to actually just have some black and white characters is good from an artist standpoint. So again, this is kind of why I'm in two minds, because yes, I am the artsy gamer. I love to inspire people to get creative and get involved with gaming art, because that is up my street. That is my vibe. I love gaming art, and if I can inspire people to go ahead and do it, then I have done my job, and feel confident with it. And just picking out little things like this is really, really lovely. And I do believe that will help, because you can just really pick out the basic shapes. There is no color to distract you. So yeah, there we go. And of course, you might just want to trace it, guys. Just start off, you might just want to get a bit of tracing paper and just trace the character model there. There is no shame in that at all. And that works really well, again, because it is just the black line there. So yeah, really lovely, really lovely. Oh yeah, there's Krusty there. I really would love to draw a Krusty piece, actually. So again, it is just really lovely that I have this game in my collection, because then I can use these as reference points to either draw a Krusty or just help inspire me. So yeah, really cool. And there, yeah, that's a lovely car there. Krusty's is that Krusty's car? Yeah, looks like it. Oh no, I don't think it is actually. No. Oh no, it could be. Anyway, it's a really cool car just in the backdrop there. But there, there you go. I'm finding it hard to make out what car it actually is, which is such a shame. If it had a little bit more colour towards it, then I think it would have been a little bit better. It would have stood out a little bit more. And then there's that one with the donut there. And of course, it is a shame. Look, the actual screenshots there to guide the gamer, unfortunately, is in black and white. And I always say that is a little bit naughty as well. Back in the day, we didn't have easy access to internet to help you with your games, because yes, it was easy. You could easily get stuck on. So to have those coloured representative screenshots really does help the game, because you can clearly see on the TV that you are there. That is exactly what you're after. Look, there's a green building there, a blue building over there. Right, I'm in that exact location. Here we go. With the black and white screenshots, you're less likely, I would say, to find your way, because colours are reference points, and if there are no reference points, it's hard. So yeah, what a shame. But anyway, yeah, there we go. Oh, wow, yeah, just look at these character models at the bottom there. These are really, really big as well. Oh, just wonderful. Really, really great. And again, some other stuff that I wouldn't mind. Yeah, just having a little dabble with at some stage on the weekends when we do our drawing and colouring and stuff like that. And yes, it looks like we are finally coming to the end there. Yeah. Oh, it still goes. Lovely. Yeah, I hope I've held some of those pictures up there long enough for you to screenshot and stuff like that, as that's what I'm all here for as well. And yeah, just coming to the final pages there. Oh yes, and there they all are. And then yes, okay. Right, at the back there. Wow, there we go. That was my complete unbox experience of Simpsons Road Rage on the PlayStation 2. Let's just pop that manual back in there. Yeah, okay, well, of course, guys, yes, if I've got a nostalgic story to tell you, then yes, I do love to bring it to the channel. And yes, like I said at the start, I had played this when I was a child, not to completion at all. Like I said, just a very much a dip into, dip out of game. But at the time, I had had my ears pierced, yeah, and it may have even been the same day. I can't really recall that much of it. But after we had I got my ears pierced, we were in town anyway. So my dad, took us to the game store like we normally do. And of course, we saw this here, just come off Simpsons Hit and Run, had a fantastic time with this. What's the next game, or what game in the Simpsons franchise haven't I dabbled with yet? And it was this one. So of course, we picked it up. Now, when I got home, I was also reminded that, I couldn't take my earrings out for 6 weeks. So I was like, right, okay, I'm going to try and complete this game in 6 weeks. And if I haven't completed it, then I can't take my earrings out. I don't know why I had that thought. Very, very strange. But gosh, I must have only been, 6 or 7 at the time. And of course, that 6-week mark came. Of course, I didn't complete the game. And I was like, oh no. That means I can't take my earrings out. And I was a little bit upset about that, because, I wanted to change up my earrings. I didn't want to just have the typical gold or silver that you were kind of forced to have when you first get your ears pierced. But then after a week, I just took them out. But it was just a weird little thought and just a quirky little funny little story that I thought I'd tell you and share, because yes, I do like to provide some little nostalgic stories if I have them, with these older games. But yeah, there we go. So I can assure you guys, these aren't the same earrings that I had been wearing since I was 7 years old. But there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that complete unboxed experience of Simpsons Road Rage today. I had a really good time delivering it to you. And again, guys, yes, comment down below, what were your favourite experience of Simpsons Road Rage, or Simpsons Hit and Run for that matter? You know, we're all here for all the games. And I do want to get Simpsons Skateboarding. That's another game that I owned. Didn't really play on it too much, but I would love to add it to the collection. So yeah, I kind of have like a bit of a Simpsons collection building up. So yeah. All right then, guys. Well, that is it for me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And again, thank you guys all for your inputs with your gaming collection pictures as well. Again, sorry, I will just briefly mention this before we sign off. I was about to sign off, but before we sign off, yeah, I really, really do appreciate it. And again, guys, members of the Discord, keep those pictures coming, because I am looking to do a dedicated video on that. Yesterday's was just a little bit of a stopgap, as I couldn't actually post out a video like this that I like to do. Sorry, I'm losing my words now. It's because I need a coffee, so we are going to wrap up now. But yes, guys, keep those pictures coming, because I am looking to do a dedicated video. All right then, guys, I'm going to shut up now. Artsy Gamer, over and out.